girl.
So you just tuck them in.
You're amazing. Thank you. Coming up next, she's a dancer turned author with a steamy summer read. Melody Hamrick tells us about her juicy day.
3,
7,
4,
8.
5.
Okay, just
6,
shake it.
7,
Got it.
8.
And what's number
this is
2?
open to interpretation, so you just hold for 6.
So we learned in an ethics report today that George Santos spent campaign dollars on Botox, Sephora, going to Atlantic City, and paying for OnlyFans. What in the world is going on here? Is this guy going for like a Real Housewives spinoff next? I don't get it.
Be protected. They're on 24/7. These kids are
Congress, your year is over, and this has turned out to be one of the least productive years in history. If you were a Fortune 500 company, heads would be rolling at the top. My question is, are the American people going to say enough is enough, get to work next year?
You agree with that?
Starting over in a bad way.
In a bad way.
Yeah. Well, you know, Judy and Dennis, who
So now we officially have an actors strike. So your favorite fall show will not be coming out this year. The question is, are they going to have to come out with so many new reality TV shows that we're going to be up to the Real Housewives of Paramus?
Well, I'll say one thing about Tommy Tuberville. There's truth in packaging. He is as stupid as he looks.
People have been freaking out for the last few days about polls that don't look good for Biden. But did these elections tonight prove one thing? That polls may predict, but elections, they actually prove.
Change and get kind of politically practical, Robert. You were the White House press secretary when Obamacare passed. What does President Biden need to do to tell people about this and get himself credit, right? When people are at the pharmacy and getting their drugs, I'm not sure that they're going to connect the two. Hey, my prices are way lower. This administration did that for me.
Well, actually, the first line of my book is, it turns out it was capitalism after all. So that's what, you know, they said they're going to change the world.
Donald Trump knows he could get in huge trouble going after the judge, going after the special counsel, but he's doing it louder every single day. What's he trying to do here?
They're like, we need to make a video. Let's make it just provocative enough, with just enough dog whistles and offensive enough to nail that MAGA base, and it shoots to #1.
Sure.
When
vaccines, and after she studied that and studying her own body and going to
Extraordinary. Amazing reporting, as always, on the toughest beat here. Thank you. Oh, my gosh, this story. When we come back, you went to those restrooms, and then you didn't get in the car.
we did get in the car. The festival security asked everyone to go down the dirt road. I'd like to point to such a thing. At this
You
point,
hadn't seen anyone on the ground. You hadn't seen any guns.
not yet. At this point, we only heard the rockets. As soon as we pushed into safety, one of the most terrifying things was running in a second decision on where to go next.
So Joe Manchin opening the door that he might be running for president. I got one question. Who is Joe Manchin's voter? And how exactly is he not being a spoiler? Isn't the definition of a third-party candidate to spoil one of the other two?
Thank you all so much for being here. I am super.
And now if that continues in Web 3.0, now we have
world, but when we communicate to our employees and we say this is the decision we've made and why, I think having
We're getting down. Getting down before the 11th.
Oh, I have no question.